After the Hunt is disappointing. I won't sugarcoat it, and I'd rather just get right into it. It's a disappointment. If you don't know, After the Hunt is about the aftermath of an essay allegation by a star pupil, Ayo Edebiri, against a professor, Andrew Garfield, at Yale as Alma, a professor played by Julia Roberts, attempts to navigate the landscape while a secret of hers threatens to come to light. Ever since 2009, Luca Guadagnino has been on a run of consistently making films which are, at their minimum, really good. I would even argue that his two best films, Queer and Challenges, were both released not too far apart last year, one in April and the other in December. It's because of his most recent output that I'm even a fan of the man's work, and is both Challenges and Queer, with my introduction to him, Bones and All, which had influenced me to catch up on the entire filmography early this year in preparation for After the Hunt. I assume that Guadagnino just happened to work efficiently, fast at such a high level, consistently. After the Hunt does with that idea, and discards it. After the Hunt is trying to be provocative, or attempts to provoke the audience. I am fully aware that they mean the same thing. To be provocative means to provoke someone, but the two words seem to have very different connotations right now, at least to me. The way I see it, to be provocative means to induce thought in the audience, to make them ponder and think deeply about something. However, to provoke someone, a provocation as it were, has connotations of angering someone in a way. After the Hunt fails to do the former and becomes the latter. It thinks there is something deep to say about essay and higher education. The tagline is a line from the movie, and it's,
"Not everything is supposed to make you comfortable."
It wants the audience to reflect on it, but the filmmaking craft on display makes that difficult, to say the least. I don't want to just rag on the film, but, on a technical level, After the Hunt comes across as nearly comically incompetent. The most notable is the score, which truly baffles me. It's composed by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, two of the greatest composers of contemporary cinema. Their past three collaborations with Guadagnino, the three films named prior, have been phenomenal. So why does this just not work? It's unnecessarily loud at times, a ticking clock is running in the background of simple, otherwise silent scenes. It's an assault on the senses, which lacks cohesion. It's the feeling of being kooky and weird, purely for the sake of sounding kooky and weird. I also found the cinematography to be lacking. There are some aesthetically pleasing shots featuring mirrors in an Indian restaurant, but aside from that, After the Hunt feels by the books. One of the key things I love about Guadagnino's films is just how the camera is implemented to capture the vibe of a scene. This film largely lacks that, opting for more bland coverage to shoot the dialogue scenes in. There is no innovation worth commenting on, and the few times Guadagnino and DP Malik Hassan Saeed indulge, it simply comes across as strange, without being able to certainly comment on the content of the scenes. Provocative films only tend to work when the characters feel like characters first and potential symbols later. The characters of After the Hunt all seem to be symbols embodied by performance, lacking any human subtlety, and whacking you over the head with what they are supposed to represent. This is what makes the performances from actors I do like just not work. Roberts and Edebiri are bland as the stock characters who one could expect to appear in this sort of narrative, and that stock character exterior is all the script really prioritizes. The only actors who managed to get away from After the Hunt unscathed are Andrew Garfield and Chloe Sevigny. I won't lie, I really liked Andrew Garfield in this film because he's expressive. Yes, he is frequently kind of one-notedly angry at the situation he's been put in, whether he deserves it or not, the audience doesn't know for sure, as a result of the script's emphasis on ambiguity. Sevigny is also solid as a school therapist as, like Garfield's character, there seems to be a modicum of personality injected into the character. The one incredibly despicable thing about this film is the waste of Michael Stuhlbarg. The way this character is so annoying. It barely comes across as fully human. The performance feels as if it comes from another film. I don't consider that to be hyperbolic in any way, which sucks. Michael Stuhlbarg has been one of the most reliable character actors of recent times, with some of my favourite performances of his coming from other Luca Guadagnino films. Subtlety, horror excess, Stuhlbarg can do it all, and he's wasted on the tonal inconsistency there's Alma's husband. He acts like an impudent child rather than a grown-ass man, and all I can really ask is, why? Alas, I was won over by the final scene. I won't divulge into exact plot beats, but the final scene somehow managed to claw back at the disparate elements of the film's thematic argument and make an interesting enough debate beat out of them. Not enough to engross me fully, but the final scene does breathe a little bit of life into the provocation, giving the audience something to ponder if the rest of the film wasn't so boring. I feel like this review has gone overboard when it comes to maintain tone. I didn't hate After the Hunt, but I did dislike how it simply discards whatever potential it once had. It's overlong and boring without much of a recognizable aspect, which makes the film stand out. It's too dull and too grey to make a long-standing impact, both during the runtime and after the credits roll. After the Hunt, 2 stars. Well, that's all. Keep on watching movies and form your own opinions. See you in the next one.